Hi, and welcome to Popcorn Time. I'm Haley Vasilyev.
And I'm Andrew Paniagua. Let's get into this week's top 5 at the box office. Number 5 on our list, with a weekend gross of $3.34 million, is A Wildlife. In this family-friendly animated adventure, a lost, disheveled human named Robinson Crusoe washes up on the shore of an island, where he is greeted by tropical animals. Crusoe and the animals decide to team up to save their home from 2 conniving cats that are looking to destroy and take over the island. Let's take a look at a clip of The Wildlife.
Where animals rule.
Is there anything you wouldn't eat?
Until the day they got an unexpected visitor. What do you say we help them out?
Now what is going on? Really?
Get ready for the wildlife. On September 9th.
Pirates!
Get him!
To save their island, they'll have to work together.
Many thanks, Scrubs.
Get ready for the wildlife. The Wildlife. Rated PG, September 9th.
Number 4, with a weekend gross of $5.72 million, is Suicide Squad. Based on the DC comic, a group of incarcerated anti-superheroes are recruited by the government to complete a top-secret Black Ops task to help save the world from a supernatural threat in exchange for a leaner prison sentence. Will Smith, Margot Robbie, and Jared Leto, who make a guest appearance as the Joker, are some of the names who are in this film. Let's watch a trailer from Suicide Squad.
We're not simple a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet. They're bad guys. Worst of the worst.
What was that? I should kill everyone and escape? Sorry. It's the voices.
Let's play. Don't forget, we're the bad guys.
Suicide Squad, rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX 3D.
Next is number 3 on our list, with a weekend gross of $8.25 million. Don't Breathe is about a trio of thieves hoping to walk away with a massive fortune, breaking into the house of a helpless blind man who we find out isn't as helpless as he seems. The trio soon regrets their decision to intrude into this man's residence. Let's take a quick peek at the trailer.
It's kind of messed up to rob a blind guy, isn't it?
We do this tonight.
Who's there? No, go, go, go!
Don't Breathe, rated R.
Following up, number 2 on our list is When the Bow Breaks, with a weekend gross of $14.2 million. In this film, a young professional couple are looking to start a family but are unable to conceive. In the end, a hired surrogate mom for the couple becomes dangerously obsessed with the soon-to-be father. Now let's watch a clip from When the Bow Breaks.
Look, do you see this? This is me and Laura. She is my wife, okay? This is our home. Do you not understand that? I don't want to have to say anything to her.
Maybe I should go.
No, wait, hold on. No, please. Okay, look. Maybe I said something to encourage you in all this. And if I did do that, then I am sorry.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi. I didn't want to wait until tomorrow, so I grabbed the next flight out.
And last, the number 1 box office film this past week is Sully, starring Tom Hanks. This movie tells the tale of a pilot, Chesley Sullenberger, who became a hero after landing Flight 1549 on the Hudson River, saving all of the flight's 155 crew members and passengers after a bird strikes, causing both of the engines to fail. Let's take a look at this clip from Sully.
No one said you were going to lose both engines at a lower altitude than any jet in history. This was dual engine loss at 2,800 feet, followed by an immediate water landing with 155 souls on board. No one has ever trained for an incident like that.
This is the captain. Brace for impact.
What?
Need a count, passengers and crew.
Is everyone still here?
Hey Haley, what's your favorite movie?
Well, one of my favorite movies is probably Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, rest in peace, Gene Wilder. It's pretty much a classic.
It's definitely a great movie. Speaking of classic movies, let's move on to our next segment. Here's Julianna Runk with the Classic Movie Spotlight of the Week.
Hi, I'm Julianna Runk, and this week I'm going to be talking about one of the most well-known movies of all time, The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy Gale, played by Judy Garland, is swept away to a magical land by a tornado that passes through her hometown and embarks on a quest with some friends as she makes along the way. to see the wizard who can help her return to Kansas. Now this movie has an average rating on Rotten Tomatoes of 9.5 out of 10 tomatoes, and an audience score of almost 4 out of 5 stars by 873,000 users. Moving on to special effects. As technology changes, so does the way special effects are done in movies and TV shows. The Wizard of Oz is an example of classic movies that uses special effects that were way ahead of their time. Vanishing through smoke and fake-looking sets were not as realistic as they would be with today's technology. In fact, in the scene where the group takes the yellow brick road to Emerald City, you can clearly see where the set ends and the fake backdrop of Emerald City begins. For the time period the movie was in, the special effects were very good and took moviegoers by storm, especially the transition from sepia to full color in the beginning of the film. Costume design was well done, and the makeup they did on the characters was spot on. For the music, the score went perfectly with every scene, making the movie really come to life. Thanks for tuning in to Classic Movie Spotlight. I'm Julianna Runk. Join us next time for another Classic Movie Spotlight. Now back to Andrew.
Thank you, Juliana. Ever have a hard time figuring out what movie to watch on date night? Well, our own Cherelle Virgilio may be able to help you decide, as she highlights some of the best date night films in a segment we like to call Netflix and Chill.
Tired of those college house parties and ready to get into some Netflix and chill? Don't worry, we got the best lineup of movies out there for you, so spend some special time with your oh-so-maybe significant other. With Halloween just around the corner, we got some horror films that will make you and Bae cuddle up real quick. Starting off with a classic, we have Wes Craven's New Nightmare, where terrible things start to happen to the star of the original Nightmare on Elm Street film. Fearing Freddy has entered the real world. If you're into the most recent horror films, we've got Scream, the TV series. In this new TV series sequel to the classic horror franchise, a cyberbullying incident in Lakewood leads to a murder with chilling echoes of the past. Definitely a good watch if you're trying to Netflix and chill on repeat. If you're looking for an inappropriate comedy, Shameless is the one for you. Based on a British series centering on the siblings in a dysfunctional family who struggles while coping with their alcoholic father, starring William H. Macy and Emmy Rossum. And don't worry, ladies, if you're not about the horror film life, we got a classic romance movie for you, Failure to Launch, starring Matthew McConaughey and Sarah Jessica Parker, who is a relationship consultant who happens to fall in love with her client on the job. That's all for Netflix and Chill. Now let's switch back to Andrew, where he's going to give you the latest news on upcoming films.
If there are any DC fans out there, you'll be excited to hear that Batman will be sporting a new batsuit in the upcoming Justice League film. Director Zack Snyder made the reveal earlier in the week on Twitter with an image showing off what he calls the tactical batsuit. The suit features a ton of armor plating and goggles, amongst other enhancements. Justice League is set to hit theaters on November 17th of next year. In related news, the Batman solo film has found someone to helm the role of its recently announced antagonist, Deathstroke. According to DC Entertainment Chief Creative Officer Jeff Johns, Joe Manganiello is set to take the role of the assassin. You may know Manganiello from his reoccurring roles on hit shows like How I Met Your Mother and True Blood. Batman's solo film does not yet have a release date and is not expected to hit theaters until sometime after the release of Justice League next November. In other news, Star Wars: The Force Awakens recently had its record broken for most trailer views in 24 hours. On September 14th, the trailer for 50 Shades Darker debuted, garnering 114 million views. Unsurprisingly, sex was the only thing that could put out a lightsaber, as 50 Shades Darker shattered the previously held record by over 2 million views. It appears fans of the series are excited to see the newest chapter in the Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele story. The trailer shows a wounded Christian Grey trying to bring Anna Steele back into his life, as the two attempt to reform the relationship with trust and stability. Shadowy figures from Christian's past begin making appearances, putting their chances for a future together in jeopardy. The original 50 Shades movie released last year to mixed reviews, but was ultimately a box office success, drawing in $571 million. This next installment is slated to be released next year on Valentine's Day. That's all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Andrew Paniagua.
And I'm Cherelle Virgilio. Don't forget to come back for another episode of Popcorn Time.